We're just a stone's throw from the Delaware River. We've got some water to contend with ourselves. A steady rain falling at Lincoln Financial Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. They'll run on first down. Cooper, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
The 27-yard line.
Now Sims. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
I'm not sat down with my account and said I got good news and I got bad news.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, Sims, and he's got his man on the out route. Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a first down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
15-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
He's taken down.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the bootleg. Sims. They'll roll him out right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Eagles from 17 yards out. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Footing always a concern, but the extra points have been good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out on the field, and they will send this one away. Takes it at the 7. Now a hit and a loose loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, he can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Well, not content with the first quarter lead, I guess. They're going to go onside kick. And the Cowboys are able to recover. So an onside kick failed in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up.
Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. On first down, it's Cooper. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Going to give this time to the tailback. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, Sims. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
What we got football in the air.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase.
It's a foot race. 20, 10, touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles have taken the lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? knowing when it exists to go to it, they did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
He takes this for 3 to the 29.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. And it's third down.
On third down, Calhoun. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they get to him at about the 33. But how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. He's got daylight, the 40. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
Ties the game at 21 apiece.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. And he will find his man on the outside. 7 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Sims. And this is a rocket pulled in by Cooper, complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a second down.
At the 40-yard line.
From the gun, Sims. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
The kicker on for the point after.
So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
But number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one. And you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Operating from the gun. Sims going right side here, and that's complete.
Good.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 43.
43-yard line.
From the gun, Sims looking for his running back, and he's got him.
Sims pass.
5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a second down. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 27 yards there. A first down. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
Number 46.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4.
Flush to his right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Sims. And this has caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
The kicker on for the
So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past over through guys in order to make these catches, and being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort, so maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And he's got his man on the out route. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. And some room to roam now. And down to the 15. A big play here for Dallas. And even 50 yards on the ground. A wet track like this, I don't know if it helps anybody, but it probably helps the offensive player running the ball more than the defense.
And while they're doing that, there's also the matter of focus. Not letting the elements get in the way of still doing everything you're supposed to do. Although you do think to yourself, I've got to hold it a little bit tighter and be more careful with my footing.
He was careful, got a big run out of it. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Now a give right side. Calhoun. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cowboys have broken the tie.
The kicker on.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's up and good, and they've jumped back ahead, 35-28.
Cowboys 35, Eagles 28.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am, go ahead and tap it out the first half. There's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, or they want to let their return guy touch it.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. From the 6. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November, but they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Now 2nd and 11 from the 32.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Eagles' 30.
Now a give right side. Calhoun, space to run past the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys have broken the tie.
Point after.
And that rushing touchdown is fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Throwing again. Sims completes it right side to Cooper. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 19 yards there on the pickup. And it's going to yield a new set of downs.
4-yard line.
The final shot before break. Sims. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. The final shot before break. Sims. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. They'll keep it on the ground. Calhoun takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Right at midfield. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep. This is caught at the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Big plays back and forth just continue. Both offenses excelling.
And I hear the excitement in your voice while you're calling this game. This hurts my soul as a defensive player, watching these teams go up and down the field and put points on the
Do
board.
me a favor the rest of the way. Sit back, relax, and just appreciate the offensive dominance that's going on out here.
I'll give it a shot.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the 2nd half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he...
And now look at him go. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A big play there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Eagles are back within a score. Now that Eagle offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit.
Eagles 43.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. 77 yards. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. The Cowboys offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. They'll try and run it up the middle. And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the 2-point conversion for good measure. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Why all putting up points in this game? I walked away
Now he
for
dumps this
1-0
off
innings.
over the middle. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the Cowboys
From the gun, Sims. And this is incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
From the gun on 3rd down, Sims. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. Here's Sims. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
They'll take over.
Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
They'll keep it on the ground. Calhoun. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Finney. And he will find his man on the outside. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. They'll run on 1st down. Calhoun. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Looking to throw. Finney. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline? Now he'll let it. And this is caught at the 20. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there for Philly. 42 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Operating from the gun. Sims escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And Sims lost it. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. On first down, Calhoun. A gain of 3, second down. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline. Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score. Now a give, right side. Calhoun. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy. Sacrifice a yard or 2 if you have to. Just go down, in bounds, keep that clock going. It's almost like he was caring more about his fantasy stats than it was about winning the game, and that has to drive a coach crazy. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Cowboys 67, Eagles 43.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, they were ultra confident coming in, that's for sure. They had won 7 straight, but number 8 not looking to be in the cards right now. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Cooper was the intended target, and it's second down. To throw again. Sims, he'll have a first down past the 40. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
From the gun, Sims, eluding the pressure right. And Cooper's got a big game going. That's complete again. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Wide open receiver complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950. This is another person that's tied it, but think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950. Kellen Winslow came along and tied it. And then, of course, Jerry Rice tied it as well. And finally, we're seeing it here one more time. Phenomenal.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further.
Cowboys 67, Eagles 51.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Cowboys are able to recover. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
Line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Back to throw. Finney. Rush coming, and he's taken down. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. Looking to throw. Finney. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go up and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Sims. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A gain there of 30 big ones. On 1st down, Sims. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
This throw caught right around the 6. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. That one good for 17 yards. And now they've got it 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Operating from the gun, Sims to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. From the gun, Sims rolling, and this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Well, they knew a lot of steps had to happen here. They got step 1, the touchdown. You need a 2-point conversion here, don't you?
You do, and as you continue to look ahead, if they're able to get that, somehow get the ball back and get another score, they have to go for 2 again. That's why teams are practicing multiple 2-point plays.
We saw that Super Bowl 51 with the Patriots getting a pair of big 2-point conversions. stepping up. He's going to keep it. And they are 3 for 3 on two-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score.
Eagles 59.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. From the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see him take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
A gain of 14. First down, Dallas.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Calhoun, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game.
On the play, and it's 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Finney. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum, but not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 29.
Sims' pass intercepted by the Cowboys. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. This to make it a 3-score game late. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it.